The Detroit Tigers are in a tight spot this offseason, especially when it comes to their ace pitcher, Tarik Skubal. Fans have been buzzing with trade rumors, and it's hard to ignore the tension surrounding his future with the team. Will he stay, or are we about to see him traded? Stick around, because we're diving deep into what this means for the Tigers and what we can expect moving forward. First off, let's acknowledge the elephant in the room. Skubal is entering his final season of team control, and the Tigers have been struggling to reach a contract extension with him. This is concerning for us as fans because it raises the question: if they can't get a deal done, could they really trade their star player? This possibility has been on everyone's minds, especially with the recent arbitration filings that have only added more drama to the situation. It's almost like a soap opera unfolding right in front of us. And who doesn't love a good storyline? Comment "Go Detroit Tigers" in the comments if you're feeling the excitement. Now, let's talk about the trade value. The Tigers seem to have set a very high asking price for Skubal, causing teams like the New York Yankees and New York Mets to back off. The Yankees reportedly thought the asking price was too steep, believing it would have cost them half the team. That's a strong statement. And, as fans, we have to wonder, is the organization being too greedy? Or are they just protecting their investment in a player who has shown so much potential? It's interesting to note that while many fans believe it's a foregone conclusion that Skubal will leave Detroit after this season, the ongoing discussions might suggest otherwise. The front office isn't just sitting idle. They seem to be weighing their options carefully. If they know they can't keep him beyond 2026, perhaps trading him makes sense. But here's the kicker. His current contract situation lowers his value in any potential trade. It's a tricky balancing act, and we have to ask ourselves what direction we want the team to take. Do we want to see them trade Skubal for a return that could help build the team for the future? Or do we want to hold on to him in hopes that he might stay? The comparisons with other teams, like the Milwaukee Brewers and their pitcher Freddie Peralta, make this even more compelling. Are the Tigers really in a position where they can afford to lose Skubal without a solid plan in place? It's hard to believe they would just let him go without getting something significant in return. And here's where my thoughts become really speculative. Skubal loves playing in Detroit, and that connection might sway him to stay if the Tigers can offer him a fair deal. But fans have seen this movie before. Just because someone loves a team doesn't mean they will stick around if the organization doesn't show the same love back. Scott Harris and Chris Ilitch have to step up. If they truly value Skubal as much as they say they do, then we need to see that reflected in their contract offers. Will they finally make that commitment, or are they going to continue to play it safe? As passionate fans, we want to see the Tigers compete and build a winning culture. It's frustrating to think that the front office might be banking on Skubal's affection for the city to keep him around. The reality is that actions speak louder than words. If the Tigers want to keep their ace, they need to put their money where their mouth is. So what does the future hold? Will Skubal end up being traded, or will the Tigers manage to keep him in the Motor City? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure. This offseason is one for the books, and it's essential for fans to stay engaged. What do you think? Should the Tigers pull the trigger on a trade if the right offer comes along? Or should they hold out hope for a long-term deal? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so let's get the conversation going. Comment below with your city and your opinion on the Detroit Tigers. Are you optimistic about Skubal's future with the team? Or do you think he'll be wearing another jersey next season? Let's keep the dialogue alive as we navigate these uncertain waters together. Subscribe for more in-depth analysis and updates on all things Tigers. Your insights matter, and as fans, we have a voice that can help shape the conversation around our beloved team.